board with a bucket, and the top plate right here, that's where another plate will fasten, but this will get leveled eventually. It's spaced off with a couple of boards, and you know, in a few days the concrete will be dry, and this thing, I'll be ready to strip off the top of this, and we're going to have a pier ready to go. And now the next job is starting to do my foundation boards and my floor joists and stuff. So that's coming up. So hang in there. We'll have more soon. I got a 8-foot square of 4x6s and tied together with some 6-inch screws to start with and squared up on mounting blocks so they're off of the concrete a little bit. And what the heck, it's taking shape, I'll tell you. I've got the floor joists in. I'm just finishing up the angle screws at the end of them, and I have to put some blocking down the center. Not required, but I like it. So there you go. And it looks like the generator's starting up. So anyway, you get an idea what I'm doing. Let me take this camera and show you. We've got these blocks here that are holding the 4x6s up off the ground. And if I go over here, you'll see I've got a corner brace and a block. And then of course I've got the rafter hangers. And that pretty much does me pretty good. This screw right in there is a 6-inch screw, so that ought to hold things pretty good. And of course everything's getting ready to go. Going to put electrical in the floor, and then we're going to put a covering on the floor, and then it's on to build the walls. I've got it framed up. I didn't record that because it's pretty simple. And I got a header in on and the doorway all set up here. And I've dug a couple of more holes for posts. I was going to do cement today, but the problem with that is it's windy. It's really blowing. You can probably hear it in the microphone. But I've got OSB siding, 2x4s, and metal for the roof, and ridge board, and all types of things. And I've started on the rollers right here that will roll the whole roof off the shed. So that's where I'm at, and I'll let you watch me put a couple of these on here now. So I've taken one of the railings and I've screwed it in. It turns out that these are 1.5 inches in thickness right here. So I've screwed this in 1 inch in. That allows me to go ahead and just screw these down every I think I put them every 11 inches, 11 inches, I think it is. And so, pretty simple. Just make sure that they're, when they're done, they're pretty even to the rail. A little off isn't going to make any difference because it is wood. Wood does move around a little bit, but there's plenty of it'll run easily for sure. So once you get it blocked and set in here, everything goes pretty fast. I try to put the screws right in the center of the hole. Man, looking good. I've almost got this one on, and then I'll pop this rail off and show you how these work on the rail. Pretty simple. So if I flip this rail over, so there you go. That works pretty easy. No binding or anything. Okay, here's the morning update. I got paneling up on 3 sides, and well, it's it was a huff for me to put them up. I got electrical boxes cut in on one side, a light and a power inlet, and then I poured these right here and over here a couple of days. This one's almost ready to be drilled, but this one over here is still pretty green. So we'll do that in a bit. And so I'm gonna have to wait a couple of days for that one. So anyway, if you'll see, I have wheels. Let me get my shadow off of that. I have wheels on track, but the track stops right here. So, and by the time it goes, 20 inches or so, it's down on the wood. So I'm gonna have to block this up to work on the roof. And the next thing I need to do is I've noticed the 2 ends here and here aren't exactly the same, so I'm going to do a little work on that. I put this back on the post here, the standoff, and measured, and I'm within an inch of where I gotta be. So that's just about perfect from the original guesstimate there. So there's where I stand so far. Continuing to work on the unit. Getting nailers put in for the roof here, the metal roof that's going on it, and just in general, got the rafters on now, and won't be long, and we'll get this top sealed up. We got a few chances of rain next week, so really want to get this roof done. So I got a little work ahead of me for the next couple of days here. So that's an update, and hopefully hopefully it'll all come together very shortly. Well, as you can see, I've been working a bit, and now let me take a couple of things. Working on this rolling roof. We'll see what happens here. Well, that was pretty easy. It rolls without much. I hit a ladder, which gave me some detent along the way, but heck, it's a rolling roof. So as you can see, it doesn't take much. Once it gets rolling, it just rolls away. So looking pretty good. I'm very happy with it. This is a fun video to make because they're a fun clip, really. The observatory is almost complete. It's been functional for a month. It took a month to build, to get it functional, and then another month to get paint on it and do various things. I'm still missing like a porch light, and the box inside has to be covered, and little things. And it's never going to be really done because you're going to modify and shelves as you go along. But really, it's pretty functional. Let me show you how this top opens. Pretty simple, pretty easy, not hard to open at all, and just you know, a lot of fun making it. And the nights I've spent in it have been fabulous. And I guess right at the end of the video, I'll show you a couple of pictures that I took out of it. We've had a lot of clouds, but heck, you know, as summer comes, it gets clearer and clearer, and we're going to have more fun. So this thing, you put a little pressure on it, start it rolling, and it just rolls right close. No big deal, right there, just like that. Got some weather sealing to put on here, just an old inner tube hanging down both sides. On the other side, I've got to put some garage door sealer, so it just when it rolls, it'll just roll up onto it, and no moisture can get in that way. Other than that, I have pretty much a finished observatory for my enjoyment, a lot.